since it's old school days when you go like the max avalanche toss, obviously it's all about getting blink daggers and stuff like that, but this right click type tiny Mask of Madness was the build for a while. I'm guessing that it's changed. Right now it's just a casual morbid mask into an AC, really. First main item. Interesting. But then just a moment is trying to go for this outpost.
Oh, nice.
Like, and in Secret's favor. As Shad, yep. Toss, or the swap in.
Me. Yeah. Helm of the Dominator. See a tower.
And there's a tomato. Nothing can beat a ripe tomato. That is for damn sure.
That is true. You do hate those.
Mid lane. The first doom of the game. The Centaur's not will miss though. And with that, I believe Dude should be fine. Fast, but he actually has run out of web. Zai's going to continue to chase under the tier 2 now. The Scorched Earth is dealing a lot of damage, but there's the heal from Chen, and you're seeing the Diffusal Blade being shown. Zai able to get the stomp only onto one hero, though. He's going to have to tank this tower. It doesn't look to be in his favor this time around. They do get the tier 1 mid, though, Secret, but it looks like they're going to have to fall back now.
Yeah. As late as possible to bait. They did the same thing in their last series against Secret that I think Celery was playing. Chen had a really big play come out from an End of God turnaround. But, like, this wasn't really a win for them. They lost their tower, and I think the Doom is worth less than the tower right now. Zai is definitely slowing his own game down to try to benefit his team from a macro perspective. Like, yeah, his farm isn't that great, but you're getting a lot of space for Lone Druid, you're opening up the map. You're getting Shaker a bit of space bottom so he can get a dagger. All these things contribute a lot. And hopefully for Zai he can still manage to kind of recover now. Because his net worth is not looking great anymore for a safe laner.
Yeah, that is for sure. Matu's build, by the way, will be the typical Mask of Madness first on Bear into an MKB. So we've been seeing a lot of Deso into AC. He's not going for that. Celery, oh wow, that Nature's Prophet ult brought him down extremely low. He's baiting a little bit here as Doom's going to get netted up. A TPM from Puppy, though, does have Sprout fail. Going to get Celery and that looks to be his Doom, no pun intended. As Toby, in the meantime, completely surrounded by Secret members. That's going to be 2 easy kills for Secret as they... I'm not sure if they're actually going to go for this tier 2 bot. I think our top lane, so they do have to worry about this push as well.
I feel like they didn't account for the Nature's Prophet there with their play Viking when they started baiting. Made it really easy for Puppy there. But not the end of the world. You lose 2 heroes like this. It's obviously not great, but no extra structural damage. The tower was already gone. And in the meantime, your Brood got quite a bit of work done mid going on the Tiny with the Diffusal Blade, obviously. Pretty problematic for Nisha, but yeah, I mean, as far as his item goes, this is indeed very weird. Casual Morbid Mask, I think you almost always buy the Mom when you go this route on Tiny. But I think the reason he wants the AC as fast as possible is, if you look at how Viking's strategy works, right, it's really physical based. It's Chen creeps, it's Brood Spiders, it's Venge, Aura, and I don't think he wants to buy Crimson because he needs to scale. So they'll have somebody else take care of that. Hopefully the Doom would buy it. Or... yeah, probably. Even Nature's Prophet, but he's going mech. Classic, but he's buying armor. He has Medallion, now he's going mech. You know, every game. He likes his armor.
The jungle to him as well. You know, it's what's that one called again? The armor that lowers your...
Medallion?
Attack rate. No, from the jungle. I can't remember the name right now, but...
oh, Craggy Coat?
Yes, Craggy Coat. Very good, Cinder. Armus was smoked up. They're gonna, Zion Company are going to see him. The Rocket Player comes out. Nisha whiffs the Avalanche. Armus looks like he'll just be boxing, you know. An interesting toss. Either way, this will be a kill going away of Secret again. Looks like Zai is going for drums before... I agree that Crimson is probably going to be the item after that, but... I guess we'll just see. What about the MKB? for Matu. Saying we typically see the Mask of Madness into Deso AC, or at least that's been the most popular I've seen.
He probably needs it against incapacitating by
tower is under attack.
right? It's like the blind from Brood is really heavy on the bear.
Probably top onto Toby, into the stomp from Zai. And he does have his ult, Toby does. He pops it, but not going to matter a whole lot.
Yep, so I used Echo only on the creeps. And I
Really?
he killed the whole army.
Mid lane, see a hook shot, as well as Brood's ult being used to go to town onto Nisha, who's just completely stuck in these cogs.
It's tanky though.
And this could be a tier 1 tower to do.
That's so... Actually don't Viking there. It's big. They open up the map a bit more for themselves. And they put their range to good use in the game so far. They're playing very aggressively with Shad. And his farm isn't really suffering too much from it either. He still has 100 CS. 110 even. So he's doing very well for
Vengeful Spirit. Mac, any item timings that you're... Oh, I was going to say item timings to be able to go for Roche, but it looks like this is going to be the time. As the Tiny is dead, and this looks to be a relatively quick Roche.
Yep. Their lineup is really good for
I would
killing
imagine... Would this be a Brood or a Venge?
Brood.
Brood it is. And I don't have to worry about being doomed anymore.
Almost has Axe too on the Brood.
Yeah, that's
So
good.
that will ramp him up way more access. When you're playing Brood in your team, it's so important to get just a couple of towers because of how much of an area Brood can cover compared to other heroes. Once you get the eggs, you really get insane reach farming. So the fact that I can manage to get this mid tower before he got the eggs is gonna pay off big time, and his ability to just cut through and start getting access to enemy camps.
He is seen by Sprout will slow him a bit, and it's gonna be more than enough for Secret to kill him. They want Zai to get the kill. That was interesting movement.
Nisha?
Okay, the block
Didn't get the toss back.
Right clicks from Tiny do a lot as Enchantress is actually going to buy back into the game. Toby already low on mana as he's going to get stomped. Hear the swap come out into the Doom immediately onto Shad. Armits with the hookshot on Felicia now, who's stuck inside the cogs with very little mana, but he's right clicking to a high amount. Or a high degree, and that's more than enough to actually kill the Clockwork. Vengeful Spirit designed to her death. Looks like she'll get a little bit of damage before dying there. Nisha looks to be next on the list, so it's a 2-for-1 in favor of Secret right now in terms of numbers. Boom, staying alive with just a sliver of HP. Looks like Toby is going to be brought down, though, again. So that's a double kill for Zai. A double kill for Celery on the backside. Is it going to continue now onto both the Bear and Zai himself? Looks like the drums are going to be popped by Zai. That's not enough to save him. Matu attempting to TP out the Bear. It's going to be close, but no, the last right click from Boom. That extra bounty going his way. And that was the... Oh, no, I'm sorry. He resummoned him now, so he does have a second Bear in tow.
It looked like a very heavy fight for such a long time, but then they finally brought down the Tiny and started opening up. Like, it takes them a long time to kill Nisha. When he runs out of he just has so much health and armor still to work with that Brood needs to chew through. But yeah, they finally do get him, and then the fight can start opening up a little bit. Do worry a little bit for Viking that if they go on the Tiny like this and Secret are closer, that it's going to cost too much. It's kind of like, think of how a lot of the time you don't want to open on a Wraith King because it takes too long. Right?
Not likely dead. Actually pops the mech. Will stay alive as a result. Enchantress, he bit off a little too much here.
Yeah, she's going to get Nature's Wrath here.
Hand of God. Heals are a decent amount. They get vision here. Sprout was cancelled. They're going to turn this around now onto Zai with Shad dealing so much damage, and Boom is here as well. Looks like that's going to be 2 easy kills going the way of Viking now, as they can easily transition this into a tier 2. And they still have the Aegis on Boom, so he almost died in that last fight, but alive and still use the Aegis if they see fit.
This Radiant line is starting to accelerate really hard right now. The Brood Axe, all the auras are complete. Chen has a Wolf right now. Venge has high levels, so swap level 2 is there.
I believe, yeah, the MKB is now finished on the Bear, so that's a big item timing for him.
Yep.
That's gonna be very, very nice. We'll see. I mean, as long as he has 2 Bears to work with and he doesn't die himself. Certainly deal a lot of damage at the very least. Nisha, in the meantime, has the AC finished, of course. Will be going for a Solar Crest, so it's all about armor slash minus armor. Puppy's actually going for a 4-staff, so more for this clockwork that's been pestering him the whole game.
Still a bit surprised they're not buying Crimson. Maybe they just...
I agree. Yeah, Zai's actually, now that he's finished drums, is going to be finishing full pads very shortly.
Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand.
I mean, how much do you think
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Crimson falls off? I mean, if you're going late game, I feel like Secret would have an advantage in terms of just the lineups, but... Do you think Crimson falls off too much? Is that the reasoning?
Possibly, yeah. I mean, I feel like most of the time it would be a no-brainer to fight against Chinese plus Brood, right? So they must just think the item isn't very good. You're not going to find a much better game to buy it than this one, I think. At least it has a lot of value. But they're going to just flat out prioritize armor. So Vlad's AC, maybe they're going to as well. To just ramp it. But obviously the 4-staff from will be super useful. It's a great item against the Radiant lineup. They don't deal very well with getting repositioned.
Smoke by Secret, see if they can find anybody here. Yapsor, of course, has the Blink Dagger. Oh, they're going to Fissure Brood. As his Aegis gets expended, they knew that timing to a T, and they take full advantage of it.
Very nice. Yeah, that's the biggest kill on the map they could get. Now they have a full minute. A 5v4 opportunity. No Roche though. They could probably get this mid-tier too. If they, but the spiderlings are cutting mid. So I don't think they're getting it.
Yeah, that's very annoying. Still dead for 40 more seconds. The majority of Viking is now here. So it looks like Secret's actually going to space things out as Puppy is pushing a little bit on that Nature's Prophet with Zai. Nisha looks to set his sights on this tier 2, it looks like. It's relatively low HP. Actually, going to come back to mid though. Fissure's going to show that Viking now knows exactly where Secret is, so they're going to reposition themselves a little bit better here. Looks like that will be just giving up now. What is Nisha buying with his ulti over? I didn't see it. Is he actually going
Solar Crest
somewhere? Oh yeah, that's right. It was Solar Crest. That will be very shortly.
Secret were like, what else can we buy that has armor? So, what's the next item that has armor? Laden?
Hook shot. Connect. Sword. This is why he is building a 4-staff next. If you get caught by Clockwork, you are done as an Earthshaker. But it looks like that will be the only kill going the way it's right now. High ground at the moment. Armis. They have vision, but they just have no way to catch a Shadna in range for his level 2 swap at this point. And he's going MKB now on the Ven. It's going to be a Manta MKB combo. Combo is in. I mean, you don't really see. You see Ven position 1 these days, Cinder.
Not very much. But usually when you do, they do go for these kind of fighting builds. Not really so heavy, but more true carry style. So it's not that surprising. And the nice thing about the MKB proc in this game is that you're looking at the enemy team, right? And how much they're stacking up on armor. The MKB procs are magic. So they're gonna go through that armor. Increase just damage by quite substantial amount. So I like the logic there. It's also become a lot more popular, this item in general. I think people are open up to the fact that it's also received some buffs. So it's multiple things.
The item that's going to be added to Dota will change your attack and magical damage.
Oh wow, where do you have that idea from?
It's from here. It's really good though. I actually think it would be, if you balance it right, it could be pretty fun to have in the game as an option to, you know, get more mixed damage, because a lot of these lineups, like you're talking about, they counter if you just get a lot of armor, if you're all physical, or if you just get a couple EKBs for magical, a couple type. So you can, it's a nice way to itemize and change stuff. It's just gonna pound upon this tier 1, and that looks to be actually here, surprisingly enough.
Radiant's top tower's about to
They want to fight here, but the tower's already gone.
bottom tower. Radiant's top tower.
Zayas gonna take impetus. Jad, of course, that is one way to initiate getting that swap online. But of course, you are playing a position one. Armis with that, those cocks. Nisha just one-shots spiders. Oh dear. There's the force staff being used onto Nisha, and a couple right clicks follow. So, yeah, he does a lot of damage, Cinder.
It is. I think you just accept that your spiders are not playable, except if Tiny is dead, or not at the part of the fight you're at, because... Right, this is he actually took the spider damage attack on, right? So he's definitely committed to the idea of the spiders being strong. I'm very curious to see what he does on point 5. If he takes the health on the spiders or takes his own insatiable hunger. It's pretty telling.
I feel like if you go to the spider attack damage, you kind of have to get the health. Maybe if you regret your decision, then you switch it up.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, you know, that's one of the things about talents. The state of the game, you can build for one timing, and then once that's over, you might want to go a different route, because the timing is, like, the moment where you really wanted the talent, it didn't win you enough, and you have to recover. Just as how you do with itemization sometimes, right? Like, talent's another way where you get a different read on the game.
Oh god.
Like, okay.
Nisha gets the double damage, and they know that Roche is up. It's just like very, very fast. And Clockwork's gonna try to sneak out. Echo snaps onto 3 here, but Roche is taken and this rewards. But Clockwork and Venge die immediately. The Clockwork's gonna buy back in the game, but your position 1 Venge is done so. Brood destroys that bear, and he is in hardcore ridiculous mode with his arms flailing all over the place. And again, a Celery already at half HP from one swing from Nisha, and the Doom was applied to the Aegis is still there. He doesn't really care too much. Now we're gonna apply all his sights onto Nisha, trying to kite a little bit here. Remember, their Venge still can buy back in this. The Clockwork is gonna die back now. Good Fissure locking people off. Zayas tossed in. It's gonna apply sights to the advantage. Boom is going to get safely, but Toby looks to not be in the same category here. That is going to be 4 dead if you count the dieback on the Clockwork, but
Double
Aegis is still intact along with the cheese.
Yeah, that's pretty alright. Pretty alright for Viking, unless this hurts too much. This lineup from Secret, it takes buildings real fast. Just have 2 dead for 30 seconds. Nisha and Matu together can quick work of this barracks. I'm gonna go up.
Fissure into the stomp, and that is enough to kill the Venge again, and the illusion on top to add insult to injury. And they know she doesn't have buyback because she just didn't use it before.
Oh my
Definitely
god,
not online, and boom, pops the BKB and his ult, but it's not enough. Withstand this right-click damage from Neat. This is crazy. The minus armor is insane, and that is the Aegis down. The melee racks has already fallen. Nisha, not a whole lot of mana to speak of. See if they can kill Boom a second time. Doesn't look to be the case. Defusal now on the Tumbaman's Bear. Nisha, like Secret, want to back up here. 15 seconds and the Venge will return. That was a huge kill on Venge, and that kind of opened up everything for Secret. They now support a 7k network lead at 28 minutes. Right, they're going to apply some damage to this tier 3 here in the bot lane. By apply damage, I mean they're going to kill it very easily. Alright, Venge is here. Now the stun from Zayas, essentially a ravage into an Echo Slam. My lord! Twombo combo from Secret. After a second racks at the very least. Boom is forced to pop the cheese as he fails his arm even more. And nobody can niche right now. Zai jumped in with his hand, the purple hand of death, if you will. Nobody's giving a high five. They're about to GG out of this. Game 1 for Secret. That was
what a sick stomp from Zai. Blink 3-man war stomp gives time for Gabe so to get in position to get a beautiful X-Land there, and that's one way to win the game. And as we're talking about Viking, right, like this lineup, I actually think they played it damn well. Once again, like I want to give this team credit every game we see them play against Secret, even though they've lost 3 in a row now. Like they're playing good Dota, but you're playing a lineup that's so volatile that if 1 or 2 moments go wrong, everything can just fall apart. And it's not just your own line.